The Pradhan Mantri is unsafe in the Parliament of India. Me, a small citizen, insignificant citizen of this country, how safe am I? Making excuses that it is unsafe and I have other work to do is actually disrespecting not just the democracy but disrespecting my vote, and that is what I'm concerned about. If you don't attend Parliament, you don't deserve my vote. You're disrespecting it. Is this the reality? I had to pinch myself. Is this reality? The 56-inch chhati, the ek akela is scared of MPs. The Prime Minister of India, more often than not, finds it convenient to go abroad when the session is going on, which means everything else is important, not the session. Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. You see, the Lok Sabha Speaker, Mr. Om Birla, said that, listen, you know what, the Prime Minister is unsafe, Baba. He said, listen, I've got concrete information that on the 5th or 4th and 5th, there is going to be some kind of a disturbance near the Prime Minister's seat. So he said, Prime Minister, don't come to Parliament, it is unsafe for you. The Parliament of India is unsafe for the Prime Minister of India. This is what the Speaker of India told the Prime Minister of India. This is the story. Now, I find all this very surprising. And I also find this very scary. Because if the Prime Minister of India, the Pradhan Mantri, is unsafe in the Parliament of India, me, a small citizen, insignificant citizen of this country, how safe am I? Because the Prime Minister cannot protect himself. What will he protect me? The Prime Minister and his administration cannot protect themselves, cannot protect the Parliament. So what will they protect me? So that is the first question that came into mind. And I was scared. Because is this the administration that I am living with? Is this the governance? Is this the safety that the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, is providing me? That is the first question that came to mind. Then a lot of people told me, why are you overreacting? Because, Baba, that is not what the governor said, the speaker said, my apologies, the Lok Sabha speaker said, that is not what he said. What he said is, Baba, listen, you know what the MPs know, MPs are going to create problems. And that is why he thought that the Prime Minister is not safe. Then again I was confused. This is the same Prime Minister that said, मैं अकेला, just hear this.
और आदरणीय सभापति जी, देश देख रहा है, एक अकेला कितनों को भारी पड़ रहा है, अरे नारे बोलने के लिए भी उनको बदल करना पड़ता है, जो भी ये बोलता है घंटे भर से आवाज की जवाब देना।
This is the same Prime Minister who would stand in rallies and says 56-inch ki chhati and he's scared of few MPs standing around him.
आप गुजरात नहीं बना सकते, इसके लिए तो 56 इंच का सीना लगता है.
MP standing around him. He is the same Prime Minister who believes that he is a non-biological being. The same Prime Minister, few MPs can scare him to the extent he doesn't attend the Parliament. My God, is this the reality? I had to pinch myself. Is this reality? The 56-inch chhati, the ek akela, is scared of MPs because they would what? Shout, howl. And then I remember that frail Prime Minister, the gentleman called Dr. Manmohan Singh, frail Prime Minister. I remember how he was heckled.
He's a wonderful. He's sleeping now. 2 hours he's sleeping.
He stood there and he attended Parliament next day also. He was not scared. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he couldn't envisage the danger around him, and Mr. Om Birla, the Speaker of our Lok Sabha, and the Honorable Prime Minister could be the reason. See, the issue is are politicians avoiding the parliament? Are we taking parliament lightly? Is parliament the last place that a politician want to go because he thinks it's not important? Is that what we have reduced to? If that is what we are reduced to, then let me tell you, we are not living in a democracy. We are not living in a democracy. That is very clear. Let me start with the Prime Minister of India. The Prime Minister of India, more often than not, finds it convenient to go abroad when the session is going on. Which means everything else is important, not the session. Which means that accountability, answering questions, well, that's not important. And this Prime Minister especially, because he doesn't answer press conferences. He doesn't even entertain press conferences. He doesn't answer the media. He finds it below him, except for some select media, and that too just before the elections. That's the only time he finds it convenient to answer the question that the country raises. Now, what exactly does that mean? Then why do we have all this Parliament House and Parliament and session and all that? Why are we wasting our money? Why are we wasting taxpayers' money, and why are we creating this drama? Arey, forget about it, na, band karo yaar. You function the way you are 5 years, about 5 years, for next 55 years, you can function and you be the Prime Minister and do what you want, and who is there to question you? And if somebody comes to question you, then it is all threats and everything, and then you are not available to the Parliament and so on and so forth. You can do what you want. Why are we even creating this kind of drama? You see, according to Article 101(4), our Constitution doesn't demand that our MPs, our prime ministers, our ministers, our leader of opposition, these people, the Constitution doesn't demand that they should come to work. They should come to the Parliament. In fact, 60 consecutive days, if you don't attend the Parliament without permission, that is, then possibly you can be disqualified. That is the law. So the law is very lenient. This is the law currently. Now, are we actually taking advantage of this law? Is this law was possibly made to ensure that, if there is some emergency, then the ministers stroke the Prime Minister needs to attend that emergency. So, yeah, I mean, he or she can kind of skip the session and then go and attend that emergency. But incidentally, going to Malaysia is an emergency. Our LOP went to Germany, to BMW. Was that an emergency? All this while the session was going on. Now, this is something that needs to change. If India is serious, then our honorable MPs in that floor should call for a constitutional amendment. Bunking Parliament, skipping Parliament should be treated as an offence. Unless and until there is very, very valid, very, very important reason, and with that reason kept in front of the country, a MP or a minister or a prime minister should not be allowed to skip the Parliament. This is the only way to save democracy. This is the only way to save democracy. He or she should be made accountable. Nobody begged of you. Nobody came to any MP's house, fell at their feet. No Indian citizen came to your house to ask you to become MP. You wanted to become MP. You spent money. You campaigned for yourself. You made all those posters and all, and you became MP, ministers and prime ministers and all of that. You wanted it. So if you wanted it, now follow the rules. If you have taken the authority, also learn to be responsible. Authority doesn't come without responsibility. So now answer us. Else, don't sit there. Answer us. And making excuses that it is unsafe and I have other work to do is actually disrespecting not just the democracy, but disrespecting my vote. And that is what I'm concerned about. If you don't attend Parliament, you don't deserve my vote. You're disrespecting it. That's the point I wanted to make with this small editorial. I'll see you next time. That's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.